All right, let's dive in. Today we're taking a look at Bouncemaster, that mobile game.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Well, our source material is this YouTuber who is just absolutely obsessed with it.
Interesting. What is it about Bouncemaster that's so captivating?
So give us a rundown. What's the game all about?
Basically, you're launching a penguin.
A penguin. Okay, I'm intrigued already.
And get this, you're launching it with a giant baseball bat.
What? Like the penguin is holding the bat?
Oh, no. A bear is swinging the bat.
A bear. This is getting crazy.
I know, right? It's hilarious. And so the goal is to launch this penguin as far as you can. You collect coins and gems and stuff.
So kind of like those classic launch games.
Sure.
But with penguins and bears.
Exactly. But it's the YouTuber's energy that really makes it something special. They really get into it. Like every time the penguin gets launched, there's all this, excitement.
I can imagine. So it's not just about the gameplay itself, it's about the personality they bring to it.
Right, exactly. They're making it an experience. Plus, the game is visually pretty cool. Like, you've got the penguin flying through the air, and the background is all these different landscapes.
I did notice this visual, yeah. It's all very bright and colorful.
Yeah, and it's all very over the top, Like, one of the obstacles is a walrus.
A walrus, like just chilling in the game?
Not just chilling, it's riding a jet ski.
Wait, what? That is too funny.
I know, right? And that kind of randomness, I think, is part of why people love the game. It keeps things interesting. You never know what's going to show up next.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like, sure, launching a penguin is fun. But launching a penguin past a jet ski riding walrus, that's gold.
It's comedy gold, absolutely. Oh, and then there are these upgrades you can get.
Upgrades, like what?
Like for the penguin, you can make him bounce even higher.
Oh, so like even more distance on those launches.
Exactly. Or you can power up the bear.
So he can swing even harder.
Yeah. I bet our YouTuber went straight for maximum bounce though, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, why wouldn't you? That's the whole point of the game, right? Just launching that penguin as far as humanly possible.
Totally. It's like the core mechanic of the game is just so satisfying. Like every time you launch the penguin, it's just this little burst of joy.
Yeah, and I think that's something that mobile games do really well.
What do you mean?
Like they give you these little moments of satisfaction, Like every few seconds you're getting some kind of reward or achievement.
That's true, and I think it's smart because people are so busy these days.
Right. Like who has time to sit down and play, a huge complex game for hours on it?
Exactly. So these mobile games, they're perfect for just a quick 5 minutes of fun,
Totally. And Bouncemasters, it really nails that formula. It's just pure, unadulterated fun.
And laughter, too. Don't forget the educational aspect, too.
Oh, right. Like, the YouTuber actually sneaks in some real penguin facts.
Exactly. Like, they mentioned that real penguins can't fly, which makes the whole premise even funnier.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to sneak in a little bit of learning
amidst
all the chaos.
It's subtle, but it's there. It's like that whole idea of edutainment,
Edutainment?
Yeah, like blending education and entertainment, making learning fun.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. But, are you saying that a game like Bouncemaster could actually teach you something?
Well, think about it. The game involves trajectory.
Right.
Understanding angles to maximize distance.
True, and there's that whole upgrade system.
Right, resource management. So, it's not traditional learning, but the core concepts are there.
That's a good point. I never would have thought about it that way. But it makes sense. You're so caught up in the fun of it all that you don't even realize you're learning something.
Exactly. And then there's the social aspect, too, right? The YouTuber encourages comments, likes, sharing your favorite moments.
Oh, right. They're building a community around the game.
It's really smart because it takes what could be a solo experience and turns it into something shared.
Yeah, and that's something that a lot of people crave, that sense of connection with other players.
Totally. So, you've got this addictive gameplay, the humor, the educational element, the community aspect. It's no wonder this video is so popular.
They've really cracked the code for what makes a good mobile game.
For sure. But what I think is really interesting is how this, seemingly simple game, it opens up this bigger conversation about where we find learning and entertainment.
That's a good point. It's making me think about where else those lines blur,
Exactly. Beyond games, where else can we discover these unexpected learning experiences?
It's a great question. It's like that saying, play is the highest form of research.
Oh, I love that. There's so much truth to that. Think about how much we learn as kids through play.
Right. We're constantly exploring and experimenting and discovering new things, and it's all through play.
Exactly. But then, like, as we get older, it's like we lose that sense of playfulness, you know?
We get so caught up in, like, serious learning that we forget about the joy of just, like, discovering something new for the pure fun of it.
And that's what I love about this YouTuber and Bouncemaster. It's like they're reminding us that learning can be fun. You know, it can be engaging, it can be hilarious.
Yeah. It's like the next time I see some silly mobile game or some weird YouTube video, I'm going to pause and think, what can I learn from this?
I love that. Embrace that curiosity. You never know what you might find.
So I guess the question for everyone listening is this: where else can we find learning and entertainment all mixed up together? Maybe it's not a game, it could be something else, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we tend to put things into these neat little boxes like this is fun and this is educational. But sometimes those lines get all blurry and that's where the magic happens, you know?
It's like, I'm thinking about that quote, the one that says, play is the highest form of research. Kind of cheesy, but I think it's onto something.
Oh, I love that quote. It's so true. Just think about how much we learn as kids through playing. We're like little scientists, always exploring and experimenting.
And it's all fun and games.
Yeah.
But then we grow up and it's like all about, okay, time to get serious about learning. And we forget how to just discover things for the sheer joy of it.
Yeah, and that's what's so refreshing about this YouTuber, and Bouncemaster.
Yeah.
They remind us that learning can be fun and it can be engaging and it can even be hilarious.
Exactly. So I'm thinking, like, next time I see some silly mobile game or some random YouTube video that seems kind of pointless, I'm going to stop and ask myself, what can I actually learn from this?
Yes, that's the spirit. Just embrace that curiosity. You never know what you might discover.
Love it. Well, I think that's a perfect note to end on. Thanks for diving into Bouncemaster with me and for exploring the surprising ways that gaming and learning can actually go hand in hand.
It was my pleasure. Until next time.